What's going on, La Familia? Welcome back. It is day number 61 inside of our 30K in 90-day challenge. And in today's video lesson, we're going to be talking about YouTube. Now, remember, over these last 30 days of our challenge between now and day 90, we're going to be ramping up the YouTube strategy so that you actually have a viable medium, i.e., place to find, reach, connect, and acquire customers, affiliates, buyers for your products, your services, and your opportunities. All right. And so, in keeping with that, today we're going to start talking about how to successfully grow on YouTube. All right. Now, before we jump into all of the juice, I want to welcome you again. For those of you who don't know, never seen me before, maybe your first time here on my channel or watching me over on Facebook, if you are if you're watching this broadcast on that platform. My name is Tracy Walker. I am a seven-figure digital marketer and have been full-time doing digital marketing, guys, since 2008. Yes, even before an Instagram existed, even before people were influencers, even before people were doing all types of things on these other platforms that have emerged over the years. I was one of those people out there with the tumbleweeds, right, on these here internet streets when there was tons and tons and tons of virtual real estate to be built upon. Okay. So we were making a lot of money back in 2008, 2009. In fact, I actually created my very first digital course back in 2010. Okay. Yeah, it was 2010 and had my first $10,000 debt. All right. Back in 2010. And you guys got to remember, let's put this in perspective. Facebook didn't even start until 2009. Okay, guys, we were rocking out on MySpace. Y'all remember? Anyway, made a lot of money in digital marketing. So I am still here, still in full effect, still in the game, with a desire to teach you and show you how you can start to make money, how you can build a life of freedom, and how you can start to really embrace a lot of what is available to you in ways that didn't even exist when I first started. It's far better and far greater now. Okay. I've been able to use these skills to build a network marketing business. Well, several, almost every network marketing business I've been in, I've built. One really extremely to the top. I was a top female earner there, made close to a couple $1,000,000 in there in a couple years. And listen, I've been able to do it in affiliate marketing, right? Where I've been the top producer or a top producer or the top earner or a top earner in any affiliate program that I have chosen to market and promote actively. And last but not least, I've used these skills to not just do things in other people's companies and get residuals or build teams or just to achieve a spot. I've done it with my own products and services, taking my own knowledge, taking the things and the lessons that I've learned over the years to create my own courses and trainings and uh, video communities and tutorials and ebooks and downloads and worksheets and infographics and blueprints, all the things, right? I've done all of that. And so I am here with an effort to show you over these 90 days how you can put yourself in a real position, to be able to create a $10,000 per month income. Okay. And when you do the same thing for 3 months, that turns into $30,000. This is a real strategy. And if you go back days 1 through maybe 15 or so, I talk really heavy about statistics and analytics and the types of numbers that you would need to have achieved in order to really start seeing this $10,000 a month type of life, okay, or more, All right. And so that is what we are doing now. Let's get back on track with what's happening today. Right? How to successfully grow on YouTube. All right. Before I give you a really cool strategy, and it is a free strategy, which I'll be sharing closer to the end, okay, because it is number 5 of my 5-step strategy process. Okay, before I get into that, I want you to understand that YouTube is one of the most vital places that you could be building a community or marketing on or putting your time, effort, and energy into. Some of you guys are gonna, you love TikTok. Okay, great. We're not taking away from that. Some of you guys love Instagram. No problemo. You can do that. We're not taking away. Maybe some of you absolutely love Facebook. Like I like Facebook too, right? But here's the reality. The reality is that YouTube is a place that you want to have your sites on. Okay. Let me share some basic statistics with you so that I can bring it home for you. You understand why this makes sense. Not because I'm saying it, not because it's cool, but because for one, 2.7 billion active users are on YouTube currently. And it is one of the most visited sites. You guys know Google is like the most highly trafficked site, right? And Google owns YouTube. YouTube is the second most traffic site. Okay. So what we're saying is that if you've got 2.7 billion people on one platform that everybody in the world knows about across countries, across languages, across cultures, whatever the barriers are, we all know what YouTube is. The question is, why aren't you focusing on getting yourself immersed and finding your target market, your perfect customer on YouTube? You know, I learned a long time ago when I first got on the internet as it relates to digital marketing is instead of trying to get everybody to come to you, right? Like if think of it like this, if you had a brick and mortar store, you need people to come to you, right? You need people to come into your brick and mortar store. It's called foot traffic, right? You need people to come into your nail salon. You need people to come into your hair salon. You need people to physically come to you. And it depends on where you are. If you are a salon here in Atlanta, the likelihood that someone that is walking down the street in Europe is going to walk into your salon is not going to happen, right? So there are geographical limitations from a brick and mortar perspective. But nonetheless, you need people to come into your store physically, okay? The premise of what we're doing on the internet is instead of trying to get everybody in the world to come to you, why don't you just go to where they are? This is why advertisers pay so much money on these different platforms to be in front of where the people already are. State Farm doesn't need you to come into State Farm to learn about State Farm. State Farm could just come on to where the people are already at. I mean, let's look at it. Let's think about it. How many people are actually looking up and around throughout their day? Most people are not. What are most people doing? This. They're looking down. They're looking down all day, every day, right? So are most people up here looking out into the world, or are most people looking into their phone? This is where the people, oh, you can't say hard. Okay. This is where the people are right here. They're here. Okay. So what happens is you want to be where they are. YouTube has 2.7 billion active people. Why you aren't there and you know you only need 12 new sales a month, I don't understand how you're not hanging out where the people already are. You want people, you want to fuss with people and fight with people on your Facebook page. You got 20 friends. Okay. You can just very easily go over to YouTube and you can take some time. I'm going to tell you later on in this broadcast, and you're going to be able to reach more people. Okay. So that's one reason why you definitely want to take a look and really start to focus some effort, time, and attention on YouTube. Another reason is that 200 million people are earning as content creators right now. 200 million people. So when you say things like, oh, I don't know if I could get started, or I don't know if I can make any money, there's 200 million other people already making money as content creators on YouTube. How much more proof do you need? How many more people do you need to know that this is a viable place to earn money as a content creator? Now, the content creator industry, or the creator economy, as we like to call it, is a $250 billion per year industry. So there's 200 million content creators that are making money, but they have their own share of $250 billion a year that's coming in through the YouTube platform. How much of that 250 billion do you think you need to buy your new house, to pay off your bills, to get that new car, to do the things that you need to do? How much of the 250 billion do you really need? Okay. And so my point is that the documentation points to the fact that people are making money on YouTube, people that you probably don't even know, people that you probably never even heard of, and you won't know because you're not focused on it. You're focused on something else that is draining your time and your attention, where why not just be on the second most traffic website? Lastly, this $250 billion. So, A, we know people are there making money, and then we know how much money is being generated. So if 250 billion a year you don't think is enough demand, then you might want to rethink how you look at business, right? Because as a business person, okay, I happen to have a master's degree in business. My concentration is in marketing. Obviously, I'm doing marketing, okay? I'm doing it in the digital world. But from a business person's perspective, if you were ever going to look at buying a business, just a general business, right? You would want to know if that business already has business, wouldn't you? You want to know, does this business already have a book of business? Does this business already have customers? Does this business already have cash flow? And if it does, how much cash flow? Right? Because wouldn't you want to buy something that already has customers and that already has cash flow? Wouldn't you want to do that? Or would you want to buy a business that has no customers and no cash flow? Now, you can start your own business and develop that, but why would you spend any of your own money to go buy somebody else's business and they have no assets? They have no cash flow. They have no customers. What is the value of this business? So you, in turn, can start making money online by tapping into a platform that costs you $0, $0, and know that 2.7 billion people are already on there, 200 million people are already earning money, and the amount of money that's being dispersed amongst the 200 million is 250 billion per year. Guys, listen, I don't know what you need in order to say, you know what, I need to wake up and get my tail on YouTube, but this data should be part of it. If that's not enough, what about the fact that 70% of viewers use YouTube to help solve problems? Now, let me tell you something. I literally was on, what was it was the other night, and me and Josiah were talking about, I think I was putting my headscarf on. I was in the bathroom, put my headscarf on, and oh, I know what it was. So you guys know I had to go and do the podcast the other day, right? I had to film the podcast. So my beautiful makeup artist, she did my makeup, and I went and did the podcast. Now, when I got home that night, guess what I had to do? I had to take all of the mask off of my face, right? I had to take all the makeup off my face. Now, I'm going to be completely transparent and very vulnerable. Don't judge me. I don't wear makeup every day, right? Which means I do not have makeup remover in my house. I do not have all the stuff in the pantry or what. Like, I don't know. I don't know that. I'm not the beauty connoisseur with products and removers and this and that and this and that. I don't know. It ain't in my house. And guess what? I didn't even think about it. And then it's 12 o'clock midnight and I've got this whole face on, right? So I'm in the bathroom, getting ready to put on my headscarf. I'm like, oh, snap. I've got to take this makeup off. So my son, he's 10. He goes, Mom, give me your phone. And he went and he typed into YouTube how to take off makeup without remover. Because he heard me say, shit, I don't have no remover. I don't even know what, right? So he goes, how to take off makeup without remover. Now, at 10 years old, he recognized that his mother had a problem. He also knew where he could find the solution. So he went, he typed in a query inside of YouTube, and all of these different tutorials and all of these different solutions to that problem populated. The same way he went to get a solution to the problem his mother has. 70% of people go to YouTube to do that exact same thing. It might not be to find the solution to that exact same problem, but 70% of people that view YouTube are going to YouTube to get an answer to a very specific problem. So let me ask you something. Do you solve a problem for someone? Do you solve a problem? Because if you solve a problem, then why would you not have your solutions to the problem on YouTube when the people who need the solution more than likely are going to go to YouTube to get the solution? Why would you not be there? Why would you not already be where the people are? Why are you still struggling and fighting and, giving yourself a hard time? Because you're still trying to get people to come to you when you should just go to the people. Okay. So now that I've given you some hard, cold facts and stats on why YouTube is a viable option, why you should be paying attention, why you should be there, and why you should be there a lot more often than you probably are, why you should be focused. Let's talk a little bit about my 5-step strategy, okay, on how we're going to successfully grow the channel. All right. So, number one is that you have got to start now. That means you got to start before you're ready. Starting now means if you watched video day 60, I said just create a video. I went to Answer the Public. I showed you how to find a hot topic, and I simply requested that you do a video, whether it's your very first video, whether it's your first video in a long time, whether it's not your first video, but you want to recommit and you want to start the train back moving. I simply gave you an instruction. If you don't know what I'm talking about, this is your first day tapping in, go watch day number 60. Okay. And I give you specifically what you need to do to create the video. So my point is that you have to start no matter what. You cannot research this to death. You cannot watch this 1,000 times and all of a sudden you magically start making money from YouTube. It's very similar to you can't watch somebody else swim in a pool and then you magically through your watching be able to swim like an Olympic swimmer in a pool. Until you get in the pool and you feel the resistance of the water, you know how to float, you know how the water feels on your face or your eyes, or until you can get a good feel of it for yourself, you watching somebody else ain't gonna make you a swimmer. You might be able to observe what to do, what not to do, but you will never be able to do it. That's one of those things I hate about the internet sometimes. You come across a lot of people who can tell you what to do, but they ain't never did it. They can tell you what to do, but they ain't never did it. Think that's something? Now, I'm not necessarily mad at that because you could read a book and you could now consciously know the information. It doesn't mean that the person is not smart or educated on the idea. It doesn't mean that they can't give you good information that they may have heard or that they're regurgitating. It just means they can't, in addition to that, they can't offer you any practical advice. They can't offer you any experience. They can't offer you any instinct, any gut type of feelings. They can't do that. But could they give you, what you should do? Absolutely. And there's tons of people that do that. I'm almost positive one of those 200 million people that are making money on YouTube, I can guarantee you one or more of those people exist. Which means they don't know more than you. They haven't even done it, but they at least understand that they freaking needed to start. And guess what they're doing? They're making money while you're still pondering over whether or not you've got enough information. Trust me, you do. Just start now. Okay. So that's number one. Number two, to growing your YouTube channel, okay, is you've got to have vision and you got to push through. What is the goal for the channel? Right. And I've been working a lot on that with my own channel. Like when I first started my channel was some years old. Right. But when I first started my channel, it was just a way to put up I was heavily into network marketing, and I would just put up presentations to my company and I would share those videos with people who wanted me to present, but I didn't want to go to their house. Right. I was tired of driving around going to people's houses. So I would just share my videos. Then I started realizing, oh, wait a minute, there's something called My Story Marketing. This was back like 2008, 2009, right? So, oh, shoot, let me start put together some videos that talk about my story, that talk about where I come from, that talk about who I am, that talk about transparency and vulnerability and, getting to know me essentially, right? Then I started realizing, oh, snap, I could use these videos to sell stuff. And through that, I thought, oh, snap, I could start using these videos, right? And I could make my own products or I could sell other products. Then I realized, oh, wait, as this channel grows, right? You can make money from the AdSense. You can make money from the ads that are being played and displayed within your videos, things of that sort, right? Like, oh my goodness, there's literally earning potential and earning power here just by being in the right place. So I started off with doing that. And over the years, my vision has shifted. It's shifted, it's adjusted. And guess what? It's all on the channel. I didn't start a new channel. I could, but why? Right? I could, but why? I just adjust as I go. Maybe it's the best thing to do, maybe it's not, but I just adjust as I go. I happen to be in the home-based business industry. I happen to be in affiliate marketing. I happen to be a digital marketer and I'm teaching people things. So I want people to be able to go back and look at the very first video I ever did. I want people to be able to go back and watch when I was on the news in Chicago on Channel 7, ABC News, right? When I was on the news in New Mexico, when I was on the news in Tampa and in Orlando, I've got all those clips there. I don't want to start a new channel. I can just revamp my vision. So there's nothing that ball and change you to the idea that you have today if it should change in the future. You can just adjust. Either way, you got to start with the vision and you got to keep pushing through, because then that might inspire a new angle or a new way that you want to do things. Or as you grow, you might want to share different content. You might want to do it a little differently than how you may be doing it when you first start. But either way, have a vision and push through. Number 3 in this strategic approach is you got to research your content, especially if you don't fully know it just yet. Now, remember what I said to you. A lot of people do not bring practical experience. A lot of people do not bring instinct, gut, any of that, right? I happen to bring that when it comes down to talking about digital marketing. I happen to bring practical experience when it comes down to talk about building a business online. I happen to have spoken on tons of stages, thousands of Zooms, webinars on GoToWebinar, conference calls on Free Conference Call, right? I've done hundreds, if not thousands of talks on this content, this type of content over the years since 2008. So I don't necessarily have to research it. I can research new things. I can become more acclimated with things that have evolved over time, technology and the advancements. But in terms of the skill set and what needs to be done, I know it. I live it. Not lived, but I live currently it. So I'm aware. I'm around people that know it. My colleagues, my circle, my sphere of people. This is what we talk about. This thing right here, this thing called digital marketing. So if you do not have that type of insight, right? Let's say you're a cardiologist and you want to have a channel on heart, right? And healthy heart. Well, you probably would know that, right? There probably be some things you could look into, but ultimately, you know the core premise of where you want the direction of your content to go. So either way, research it or bring it with you. And you have to focus on solving the problems that your target market wants answers to, right? When I wanted to know how to take the makeup off without having any remover, okay, the question, the video titles, when I typed that in, literally was saying what I was asking. How to remove your makeup without remover, right? How to remove makeup from what's in your pantry, right? How to remove makeup. Like, it was different variations that I could choose from, but they were all related to my overall question. You want to be the person that shows up when someone queries a question that's related to your niche, related to your industry, where you have a title that's answering that question. Okay. So research your content and solve problems your target market has or that they want answers to. Okay. Now, here's the action. Okay. And I know every time we get into action, every time we get into commitment, every time we get into something that now it's time to do, this is where everybody feels like, oh, I need to go study some more. Oh, I need to go research. Oh, I don't like the way I look on camera. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like that. Well, you know what? You're going to have to get over it, because you not liking how you look on camera. Well, how do you think you look to your coworkers when you go to work every day? Don't you look the same? Aren't you the same person with the same face? How do you think you look to your husband? How do you think you look to your wife every day? How do you think you look to the people when you're walking in the grocery store getting your grapes and getting your ice cream? Aren't you the same person? This is the way you look in public. So the issue is that it's not that you have a problem with the way other people look at you, because you're out and about in the world and you're living your life, and clearly you do not walk around hiding your face. So the problem is that when you look at you, there's more of a resistance if that's a situation. Listen, confidence is everything. We've talked about faith. Go back and watch our previous lesson that I had with you guys on really what is faith. Okay? Because that is how you're going to move forward. Remember, I said you got to have vision and push through. Okay? So you got to commit to 1 to 5 videos each week. You're going to have to do it, friends. You're going to have to do it. How else are you going to get good at something if you don't take the first step at doing the thing? How can my son get better and better and better at baseball if we don't go to batting practice every week like we just did today? If he doesn't play in games like he's got one tomorrow, he had one on Saturday, he's got another tournament on Sunday. Okay, how does he get better if he doesn't do the reps? Now, you understand that when it comes to sports. But do you understand that your videos that you're doing 1 to 5 each week, those are reps? Those are reps. My son doesn't go into the game expecting to get drafted to the MLB at 11U. So why are you expecting to come in and make $50 million on video 1, video 2, video 3? That's not the purpose. The purpose of your first few videos, the first 100 videos really, is for you to get the hang of it, for you to do reps, for you to get clear, for you to figure out your angle, for you to figure out how you like to talk, how you don't like to talk, how you come across. If you don't like something, then how you fix it the next time, right? It's about you tweaking. It's about you refining. It's about you becoming. But you'll never become if you're afraid to grow into the new person because you still want to hold on to the old person. So you're going to have to commit to 1 to 5 videos each week. And that's just the bottom line on that. You guys get what I'm saying? Like that. That's just the bottom line on that. You are not going to be able to you're not going to be able to do anything different until you are willing to do something different. Okay, friends? So that is how that is going to go. Okay, now before I get into our 5th strategy, which is me showing you exactly how you can for free find this content and really make sure that you are answering the questions that your target market is looking for. I want you to understand something. Every strategy I've given you up to this point works. Every resource I've given you has pretty much been free. And the only thing that will be stopping you from implementing, applying, taking action on any of this stuff is either a fear of success or a fear of failure. Everybody thinks that it is the strategy. Strategy is important. But even with the strategy, many of you guys are still not taking action. So then in that case, it's not the strategy. In other words, it doesn't matter whose strategy it is. It doesn't matter if it's a YouTube strategy, if it's a TikTok, if it's an Instagram, if it's a Facebook, if it's an email strategy, if it's a free ad strategy, if it's a this or that. If it's a webinar strategy. It doesn't matter what the strategy is. If you are not going to take action in either case, I am here to tell you none of this is going to work. Some of you, I don't have no money for this strategy. Okay, but I've given you all free strategies this whole entire series up to day number 61, which is right now. And why haven't you done it? Because it's excuses. Okay, let me just give it to you raw because y'all know I do this in love. Okay, I'm a straight shooter. Okay, you are procrastinating and you don't believe in yourself enough. That's it. If you believed in yourself enough and you believe that God lived within you, and you knew that you had the power to do it, then you would do it. But the fact is, you say that you have faith, yet when it's time to apply it, you do not. And we all know that it's the actions that speak louder than the words. You can make your mouth say what you want it to say, but when it's time to pay the piper, are you there? Are you walking the walk? Or are you just talking the talk? See, in this business, it's really about progress. And whether you're making the most money in the world or whether you're not making any money in the world, the people that would be looking to join you in your affiliate program or buy your product, buy your service, buy your whatever it is you got, the person that's looking when they're choosing and selecting, they're looking for progress. How many videos you got? How well versed in this topic are you? How serious are you? Are your videos once every 6 months? Is this something that you abandon? You start, you stop, you start, you stop, you abandon it? Or are you focused? Are you consistent? Are you the go to person? Are you the person that someone can rely on? Are you the person that your target market can trust? Are you the person that your target market can depend on? If you elicit something other than, yes, I am consistent, then that, my friend, is why it won't work. Or for maybe some of you that's already been trying to get it to work, why it's not working. All right. So let's go ahead and let's jump into this because I'm going to share with y'all another strategy. And we're going to get this thing rocking and rolling. Okay. So here's what I want to do. I want to pull up first. I need to make, hold on, guys. I need to share my screens, what I need to do. That's what I need to do. Oh, first, I need to tell you what number 5 is. You got to find the hot topics. How about that? Let me get that out. You got to find the hot topics. And that's what I'm going to show you how to do. All right. That's why I needed to share my screen. But that's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you how to find hot topics that your target market is looking for. All right. So let me go to share screen. And let me go to this and let me go to that. All right. And so now you should be here, right? You can see my search. All right. And this is what we're going to do. So let's say that you wanted your niche that you're working in is make money online, right? Do you see all of these options that are right here? Where these are the options, these are the search results, these are actually the queries that YouTube is documenting and highlighting as to what others are actually typing in. Of course, the more at the top is the more heavily searched, the more accurate, right? And as the further you get down, it's less people. But these are the topics. So if you were in the make money online niche, you could do make money online 2024, make money online. These are topics that you would create videos around. Now, since you have to create a video for 1 to 5 days each, 1 to 5 videos each week. Sorry, I moved my mouse. 1 to 5 videos each week. Then what difference does it make which one you start with? It really doesn't. Okay, let's say let's say that you are in the AI space, right? Well, not let's say artificial intelligence, right? Okay, look at that. Artificial intelligence course, artificial intelligence explained, artificial intelligence documentary, artificial intelligence. Now look at this. Do you see that artificial intelligence course gets searched more than artificial intelligence itself? Do you see that? So I wouldn't do a video on artificial intelligence. I would do a video on artificial intelligence course, artificial intelligence explained. Okay. Artificial intelligence movie, if that makes sense, a bomb, a full course, slowed, right? The trailer, whatever. You guys get what I'm saying, right? Let's say that you were in the, I don't know, let's just say hip hop news. Right? Let's say you want to do hip hop news. Like I'm trying to give you various topics across different industries because it doesn't really matter. But then you would do hip hop news alerts, hip hop news today, Hip Hop News 2024, Hip Hop News Update, Hip Hop News Daily, Hip Hop News Jaguar Writer. You're going to talk about Jaguar. You're going to talk about her. Hip Hop News Channel. Do you guys get what I'm saying? This is what you would do. Okay, so you could pick any topic and you could just go here, and this is going to be in the most relevant order. Okay, so the ones at the top are going to be your most highly searched, the ones that people are really, really, really asking about, and then they start to decline. Okay, now, and so you could choose one to do the video on. Now, here's what's cool. You could do something like this. Let's say you didn't feel like you had enough of these, right? Like, so let's say you did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Let's say you did 14 videos and you maxed out all 14 of these videos, right? You could come up here to the search. At the end, hit a space and type the letter A. Hip Hop News Alerts, Hip Hop News AB, Hip Hop ID News, right? Hip Hop News The Bounce, latest hip hop news and gossip, right? Okay, look. B. Hip Hop Breaking News, Hip Hop News The Bounce, latest hip hop beef, Badal Hip Hop News, viral hip hop news, Judge Joe Brown, right? National Hip Hop Museum bad news. You guys got to look, see. I'm going down the alphabet. Hip Hop News Channel. Hip Hop News Chameleonaire, Hip Hop Celebrity News, Viral Hip Hop News Coolio, right? Look, D, Hip Hop News Daily, Hip Hop News, that's a V, but Hip Hop News Deutschland, Hip Hop News Desi, Hip Hop Dis News, right? You guys, look, all I'm doing, like, when are you running out? Hip Hop News Eminem. Do you guys get what I'm saying? You could do that. You could do that with any topic. Just space and start going, type each letter of the alphabet, and you've got a new list that appears for you. Okay? All right. So now let's go. What about this? Let's do another way that you could enhance your search and find even more topics. You're going to come here, you're going to put an underscore in front of it, and in front of that, you're going to put an A. Okay? So you got AB Hip Hop News, Emma Piano and Hip Hop News, American Hip Hop News, right? All this stuff. Then you're going to go back and hit B. You're going to put now the A, the B, the C, the D, the E, all the way through Z in front, separated with an underscore. So you can go down the alphabet at the end of the phrase, or you can do underscore, or you can do the letter underscore, then your phrase, and go A through Z with that, right? Look. C. Nothing really for C. Okay. D. Here we go. Again, look. P. Diddy Hip Hop News, right? Desi Hip, Docket Hip Hop News, right? You guys see what I'm saying? Hip Hop Police Evening News, Hip Hop Entertainment News. Okay. We already saw the Eminem. Okay. So you guys see what I'm saying, right? You literally could go through every topic and do this. So even if I went back to make money online, right? I could put the A, right? As a student. Are you trying to attract students? Make money online affiliate marketing. Make money online anywhere in the world. Make money online at home. Make money online Amazon. Make money online Africa. Do you see that? B, make money online by watching videos. Make money online business. Make money online beginners. Make money online by typing. Make money online blogging. C, make money online code. Make money online create your economy. Make money online channel. Make money online crypto. Make money online course. Come on, guys. Now I'm just gonna keep it all the way funky with you. Okay. If doing that is too much work, this is not for you. I mean, there's no other way I can put it. Like, this is some of the most simpleton work that can put you in positions to start earning a piece of $250 billion a year than anything else. It's easier to do this than to go to school and be an architect. Now, if you really want to be an architect, go ahead. But I guarantee you this is still easier than being an architect. This is easier than being a nurse. This is easier than even getting an MBA. This is easier than becoming a psychologist. This is easier than going to cosmetology school. This is easier than anything you can ever freaking think of. It doesn't cost you anything. To set up a YouTube channel is free, and to find topics is free. To record the video is free. To upload the video is free. So, what exactly would be stopping you from doing what I'm telling you to do? It's nothing external, is my point. But this is how you're going to successfully begin to grow on YouTube. You've got to start doing 1 to 5 videos a day, and that's how you're going to find more topics, as if I didn't give you how to find topics using other resources. Okay? So we've been on for about 40 minutes, and I think you get the gist. I think that you are smart enough to know and review what I just shared and go in there and test it out for yourself to see. Make sure it still works on your browser. It still works in your search bar, just like it works on my search bar. Okay, I didn't have any little funky business going on, anything, switcheroo. It's going to work on your browser too, on your search bar for YouTube too. So now that we know this exists, it's time to get to work. Okay, on day 62, I'm going to be moving forward. In fact, I'm going to be doing day 62 in just a moment. Double header day. Why? Because baseball season is back. I'm a mom. And we're doing a double header again. All right. So I want you to go through and I want you to do this. Okay. I want you to do it. Now, once you've done it, I want you to come back. I want you to come back to this channel, and I want you to type in the comments how many topics you found for your niche. You can put your niche that you want to work with in the comments if you like, but you do not have to. I'm really more interested in how many topics did you find? And is it enough to get 5 videos done over the next 7 days? That's my question. Is it enough? Right? And I have a little hunch that the answer is going to be, of course, it's enough. And of course, you found enough topics. Okay, I'm going to answer this really quick question I see here. It says, hey, Tracy, do I need to be in the videos? And Christopher, you do not. You can very, very certainly create faceless YouTube videos. Okay. In fact, that's a great way for me to segue into why you might want to go ahead and pick up my free digital marketing blueprint. Not just for Christopher, but for anybody watching this, right? And the reason is because when you get that free digital marketing blueprint, I'm going to share with you via email a download that gives you an outline and a blueprint of how you can start earning $900 a day using digital marketing strategies. In addition to that, you're going to then have the opportunity to get yourself acclimated with a digital marketing course, a digital marketing community, and the digital marketing training and strategies that are far deeper in depth and how to than the videos that are in my 90-day challenge. The videos in my 90-day challenge are not designed to be course material in the sense of you sit down and you're gonna get a degree in this here thing, right? It's really designed to show you at a high level that these things are valuable and that they can begin to work for you. It's just to introduce you. If nothing else, it's to introduce you to something so that you can start to think outside of your normal frame of mind. Okay. So then you're going to be introduced to getting into that community. And one of the modules that we have inside of our training is having a faceless channel, whether it is a faceless Instagram, whether it is a faceless faceless YouTube. You do not have to be on video, but you do have to learn how to do it and some of the resources and tools and things like that you can use to make a successful faceless video. Okay, so you do not have to be in the videos, but you do have to learn how to create videos that you are not in. And lucky for you, I have access to the training that can teach you how to do that. the way that you get access is to click on the link right below this video. It says get the blueprint. And if you click on that link, it will take you over to my page where you'll be able to put your email address in. And that is the email address I'm going to send the blueprint over to. Okay. Or you can go over here to makemoneywithtracy.com. You can type it in directly if you don't want to click on the link. If you're watching this over on the Facebook platform, the link will be in the comments section. Okay. Once the broadcast is over, I will put all the details inside of the comment section. But if you're watching this here on YouTube itself, it's right below in the description. Okay, at the top and somewhere near the bottom, but it says get the blueprint. All right, now before we get out of here, guys, I want to remind you to subscribe to the channel. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and make sure you tap the notifications bell so that you can be notified when I go live, when I have a new video that's posted, so that you stay in the loop and you stay close to the fire with me. Because if we're going to be hanging out together, you got to pay attention. Okay, I don't want you to get lost in the sauce. If we're going to be hanging out together and you're going to be listening to what I'm trying to teach you to do, then you got to be aware of when I am sharing information so that you can make it a point to get yourself up to speed with whatever that content is and make sure you know what time it is. Okay. That way I don't ever want you to feel like you're left in the dust or that you're behind the 8 ball on anything. All right. So with that being said, guys, make sure you subscribe, tap the notifications bell so you're notified, and make sure you click on the link below in the description and get your hands on the free digital marketing blueprint. All right. I want you to work on this. I want you to implement this over the next 7 days. I want you to get 1 to 5 videos done, okay, a week. And I will see y'all in day number 62. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. It's late tonight, but we got a double header going. So day 62 on the way. Bye, guys.